What is going on, guys? It's your boy Ace. Today I'm back with yet another look at a hero within Paragon, Howitzer. This is a hero that I haven't covered before and a lot of you have been requesting him, so let's just get straight into it. Howitzer is primarily a caster. His affinities are exactly the same as Murdoch's, Fury and Intellect. His primary scaling is energy damage. What this means is you should be selecting cards that increase energy damage. If you're not sure about how building decks and using cards work, click on the video in the top right. Taking a look at his stats, his basic attack power is quite weak. Ability attack power, however, is on the more powerful side of things. His durability is quite low because, of course, his suit is made out of scrap metal, and his mobility is average, probably because he's a mutated rat in a machine with jetpacks. His difficulty is quite low, and personally from when I played him at the event, I'd have to say I disagree. Howitzer was one of the heroes I actually struggled to use, and the general consensus from those I talked to at the event was the same. I found picking up every other hero a lot easier, just something about Howitzer made playing with him quite difficult. This might be because I had such a short time with the game, and I played an early build of the game. Moving on to Howitzer's abilities, we have his passive, Fast Reload. If Howitzer gets a kill or assist, his active cooldowns are reduced. This is so awesome, although some indication of how much exactly his cooldowns are reduced by would be good. I'm sure Paragon will plan to release details in the future. Let me just say this though, I was playing as Howitzer and I noticed that with a cooldown reduction build on top of his passive seems to reduce his ultimate cooldown, that it felt like his ultimate was available a lot more often than any other heroes. I wasn't used to using my ultimate that much when I was playing Howitzer, so that's probably why I found him difficult to play with. I should definitely be utilizing the fact that his ultimate cooldown, not just his ultimate, all his abilities cool down a lot quicker than other heroes when you manage to get a kill. Howitzer's basic attack is Cannon, a medium range explosive projectile, which as you'll see from the footage does a small amount of splash damage as well. Slow grenades. Howitzer's right mouse click fires out 3 grenades in a triangle that explode after a short time. Enemies hit are slowed. This is definitely useful for trying to escape situations. Rocket. Howitzer's Q fires a rocket to a target location. Rockets explode, dealing damage in an area of effect. Detonator. Howitzer's E throws a detonator to a target location. After a short delay, or after Howitzer re-triggers the ability, the detonator explodes, dealing damage and knocking all enemies away. Howitzer can also use the detonator defensively and knock himself back. I really like this ability, and you'll see why in a few moments. Make It Rain. Howitzer's ultimate is definitely one of my favorites. It allows you to deal damage while avoiding damage and potentially to escape sticky situations. Howitzer launches into the air and makes it rain bombs in a large AoE. The bombs are fired off in a massive volley and do damage one after the other as they land. The last shell that lands does extra damage. And now, I'm sure you want to see all of this in action, so let's get right to it. Howitzer comes from the jungle to try and catch his enemies out of position. He throws down his detonator and heads straight for Muriel, blasting her with his Q, Rocket. Gideon comes flying in with his black hole to try and save his team, but Howitzer is having none of it. He uses his Make It Rain ability to cover the area in bombs while flying to safety, also managing to kill Gideon. Howitzer vs Murdoch. In the right side of the screen, just above Howitzer's ultimate, you'll notice he has the blue buff, which reduces cooldown times and increases mana regen, while Murdoch has the damage increasing buff. Cheeky Howitzer is trying to lure Murdoch forward while Kalari comes from behind. He lures him close enough, then lets off his detonator to knock Murdoch forward. Murdoch has no chance against Howitzer and Kalari. He tries running into the jungle, but gets absolutely obliterated by Howitzer's rocket.
Finish him!
Howitzer comes from lane into the jungle, fires another rocket which catches Muriel and Murdoch off guard. Gideon jumps in to try and save them both with his ultimate, gets knocked right out of it by Rampage and tries to run, but Howitzer is right on his tail. Rampage catches Gideon with his boulder, which stuns him, and now he's got no chance, with Howitzer picking up yet another kill with his rocket ability. Howitzer spots a wild Muriel all by herself in lane. With both Rampage and Sparrow, this seems like an easy kill. Muriel jumps towards the enemies for some reason, a big mistake by her, and she's definitely going down. Another easy kill for Howitzer. I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, leave a like. Comment down below if you're looking forward to play as Howitzer. Subscribe for all the latest Paragon news, And if you're curious about when Paragon will be released, the pricing structure, how much paid early access is, when the NDA lifts, and loads more information, you can check out my previous video which covers all of that and more. Until next time guys.